Okay, so this is a new strategy on how to do videos. I would do a lot of clips and I kind of got used to it, like liking it because I need someone to talk to. But of course I have my Bujos. This is a video about Bujos, bullet journals. Now I'm trying a new little setup where I will actually edit, but you know, it's a lot of work. However, some of the ones I've edited get good feedback on, like not always a lot of views, but good feedback, and it's motivating. And at the same time, I learned a little bit more on how I use my Bujo. It's not like everyone else. It's very chaotic, but it works for me. So I want to talk about that. I just bought another Bujo. I'm getting out of my rigidity of buying like Luke Therms or whatever. I have another one here. This one's for home. I'm just trying different ones out. I'm going with how I feel. This one was expensive, but I don't want to lose this one. I wanted to use it to actually make a second Bujo for home in case I lose this one because I lost a purple one like this. This I got from Michaels. Not bad for the price. It was about $7. This one's $24 and it's got better paper. I like it. Well, I haven't tried it yet, but this will be my backup. This one was $34 plus tax. It's kind of, I don't know. It stood out to me. And then I have stuff on discount. This was a Luke Therm and it was just a lined page. I use this for CPR courses that I was trying to take to be able to teach. So I'm experimenting with things. This is technically my fourth one. The third one I lost and I didn't get a chance to scan it or anything. And it's like, you know, you gotta move on, you know? I bought a pen with different colors. Like I realize I need stuff to kind of motivate me, you know? And if the book is too big, like this one's pretty small in terms of number of pages. If it's too big, like this one, I have more of a chance of losing it and then it becomes convoluted in my head. You know when you're staying with the same person for a long time and you want to dump them and start fresh? Or you're living in a certain apartment and you want to start fresh, or you know what I mean? So I have to take that into consideration. Also, you gotta always stimulate yourself. This is my mask, by the way. I like it because I lost the other one. Someone picked it up when I dropped it on the floor at the gym, and I went back to look for it and it was gone. People will take anything. So that's it. I'll show you how I use my Bujo. I'll show you why I can't do the conventional things. I'll try to compare my first Bujo and my second one, and then take it from there. This is a good thing because I'll show you. Okay, I can't believe it's already been a year since my first Bujo. This number one was from September to October 2019. As you see written here. And this was a Covatus, and I used it. It took a month to fill it up because I did everything in it. I had stuff like from other books, like cheap notebooks, and I was just gluing it in there like a scrapbook, like to recall things from memory. And you know, it got really crowded. I was still printing, trying different pens, putting stickers in it and stuff, you know what I mean? And I still have things here as souvenirs, you know? And it served its purpose. And I think each book serves a purpose and it has a different theme and a different, you know? But I don't, now, when I'm stressed and I need it and I don't want to go through the time to design it and all that stuff, I just want a book, I write in it and that's it. Sometimes I'm less stressed, less chaotic, and I want to design it. So I have to understand that about me, and that's how it is. So that was the first one. The book is in very good condition, but it only lasted a month. This was $26. Here was my first Luke Therm. It started to crack here, and I had this for more months. I have an envelope here because I was scanning, and I still have bills in here. I was scanning bills, putting it in my iPhone, really being organized. And then it got to the point like I didn't have enough capacity on my phone, and so now I have a whole bunch of bills. You know, when you get a receipt from the cash register when you go to the store, I scan them and whatever, but now I'm behind on that and I'm procrastinating to start that. So things are getting chaotic. I have some post-it notes where I stick onto it, you know, try to make things pop and just do different things to it because my mind changes all the time. I'm still printing nicely in here, you know. There goes the envelope. I put duct tape on it so it was indestructible. Alright, I put some, how is the lighting here? Oh, it's still not bad because it's sunlight, but it's kind of dark here, but not on the camera. I did some, what do you call those? Trackers. That's what it is. Trackers. So then I would stick some trackers on. I bought a ruler. I don't have it here. I even have some stickers here. I have lots of things here. And things to remind me. Post office. Highlighting. A birthday card from no. Here's a tracker I tried to begin, you know. And post-it notes. You know, here's my table of contents. That is the thing that kind of remains consistent because I need to have some way to find all the chaos. But I'll show you how this the latest one is because, well, like I said, the third one I lost, which was a purple one from Michaels. This is a black one from Michaels. They're cheap. Some pages are not best quality, but I mean, this serves the purpose in the sense that if I don't feel that guilty scribbling, which is basically how I deal with my bujos a lot of the times because I just want things captured. That's how I use the bujo. I capture a lot of stuff. I don't always have time to organize it. Now I need something quick to organize it but I don't always write it down. Like let's say I'm doing all my workouts in here. I don't always write down on the table of contents what page it's on. But I add things as I need them, when I need them, and when I don't need them, I don't do it. I lost a lot of my workouts in the purple bujo, which I usually transfer to an Excel sheet, which I've been very tardy with because it's not a big priority and I have a lot of things going on. So you could, as you hear me speaking, you could tell I'm kind of chaotic. All right, so this is my new bujo, and you're going to gas, but I'm using it for function, and I have a reason, and it's working to free my mind. And that's basically it. I keep this in my knapsack, and I have my knapsack with me like crazy. The reason I lost the last bujo was because I had it in a different bag, and I was talking to someone on the phone, and I was doing groceries at the same time, and I put the bags down in a dark alley on the way home to switch sides. I was doing too many things at one time, and then I didn't realize till the next day that I didn't have it, and of course it was gone somewhere in the street. Some homeless person took it, most probably. That happens when I'm really out of it, you know? And that happens about once every couple of months. So I have to account for that. So this is what I'm doing. What I usually do without a bujo, and I still have some here, I am always writing things on small papers. And then eventually you have to kind of go through them, which I did on the previous one. I went through all of them and then I started writing them down here. So you always have to review stuff so you get reminded of what you wrote down. Like let's say I need to get a new bujo and I have it written down. I capture it in pages here. And what I do is, see, I even have it written here, randomly. Always something fresh. That's why I like these cheaper bujos. Start a new page. And it's like, okay, write the notes that are in my head. They could be repeated many times. But I'll keep doing it until I actually get what I need done. And I happen to have done it at another store because I'm getting out of my rigidity of going through the same stores. And like, I wanted something new. This was kind of cool. I'll open this. I'm not going to use it yet, but they had samples at the store. It's really nice. It's nice elastic, and it opens up like this, and it's not hardcover, but it's really protected, and it's bigger. It's got the dots on it, and the paper. I like the paper quality on this, so I'll have this one for longer. So I wanted something like it, and it smells good too, like plastic, but a nice type of plastic that I like. So this caught my eye. So I was willing to pay, it was $24 as opposed to this, which was $6 or $7. So that's what I do. Let's say today, as my day goes on, like here, it divides up. Like I don't even have the dates on this because I'll go back, like eventually if I have to find something, I don't read everything because it's too much to read and it becomes, it produces anxiety in me to go through all this. I don't want to have to work through this. I want it to just pop up. So I go through stuff and I'm just kind of like looking and I'll see something here. It's circled. Dishes. I have to do the dishes. And if I didn't do it, I'll circle it. So then I'll see it the next time. Random. There's no, here. I had to go to the pharmacy to get something and I actually came back and got it. So then I could just randomly take a pen, I have a pink one here, and tick it off. And when everything here is ticked off, this I didn't do. I didn't get cocoa, but I got these. I have a review to do for a brand deal, which I'll do. The wobble chair, where is it? It's right here. I did one, but I'm going to do it again. I love that thing. So, not sponsored here. But that's it. If I did it, I would check it off. And then eventually what I would do is, this is like a group session that I'm in. And I'll just like write this is the way the class structure was in with social distancing. And I'm terrible at names. So I'll just circle and I'll write the person's name. Because you know what I mean? I do a lot of random stuff like that. So getting back to if something is done. Like this was for a video that I did. Once it's done, I'll just cross it off. So let's say, pick up a page here. Here, cocoa. Cocoa is something I haven't gotten for a long time. Ziploc bags. Potatoes I got. So I could check that off. A lot of these things I checked. Here I have to call her. Pam I got. Like, you know what I mean? And I won't go back to this. On a new day, even sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, I'll split off a page and I'll write what's on my mind, what I need to get. So that it's the same thing as if I'm getting papers and I'm doing that. Because that's all I'm doing. So I'm always starting fresh with something and then everything is here. Then I always look through this. Whenever no stress, you know what I mean? And then sometimes something pops up at me. And then if it pops up, I'll be like, oh, it reminds me again. And I like this better than putting it in notes in the iPhone. I've done the iPhone. I've even done the Palm Pilot, believe it or not. And I lost 4 months of information because I synced it wrong one time. But no worry with this. The thing is, it's a chore for me to go back and look through the notes. And like I can't just take a new piece of paper and it doesn't feel the same. So this I like. I can scribble all the time. These are workouts. And what I do with my workouts, I write the last page it's on. Like I do things that they either stick with me or they don't. Or they stick with me temporarily. It's chaotic, but it works for me. I'm not always the same all the time. There are a few core things that stay with me. The workouts. I'm always thinking about what I need to work out. I'm focusing more on chest and arms to try to make them grow. So I have to count how many days it takes me to recover and think that I'm progressing in that workout. So it allows me to focus on what I need to do. And it's just like a lab. I just do what works, and it's not pretty looking. And if I find I'm spending too much time looking into trying to find the past workouts, I'll do that, but then I'll note the dates and the page. And so when I have to go back to it, I'll know that. And I have the page numbers written here, because this one doesn't come with the page numbers. And then if it continues on another page and I know I need to get to it, I'll write the next page that I need to, if it's like on 150 as opposed to 93 here. And I have the table of contents. I don't write everything in, like sometimes I won't because it's a pain to do that extra step. But eventually I'll get to it if I know I need it. And I'll say, hey, I know I wrote this in this book. When I'm using it, I have the book. And I'll go, okay, I'm going to write it on the table of contents. And then I'm going to fill in other pages that I have to go through. Like I have YouTube videos. I don't even write YouTube videos on it. I don't even have YouTube videos like precise on this. Like I'll have French YouTube videos and I have the pages. But if I'm doing it, I won't actually do it and then put the page number. Sometimes I will. Sometimes I won't. Sometimes, like I said, I just capture everything and forget about it. And sometimes I'll go back to it when I need it. Like I won't have a specific page for YouTube videos. Sometimes I will. Does that make sense? Sometimes I'm organized, sometimes I'm chaotic because it's too much. It's just too much. So I just need one thing to just, when you have a drawer and you just dump everything in the drawer and then once in a while you go and you try to organize it. That's how this is working for me. So what's the most important for me is to capture it in that. That's it. Scribble, take another, whatever. So it's just all in that, and that's it. And when I'm calm, I can kind of look through it and say, oh, but I also use my memory. I'll go, oh wait, I need this. I need an iPhone wire, because this is, and I've had to write about 50 times until I'm like, okay, today I'm going to work on the iPhone wire, because I'm going to be nearby, and I'm, and it happened. And it was written like 50 different times. I don't collate or pile or whatever consolidate. I don't do that. I just go, I know it's there, so I'll write it again. And maybe I'll forget that I wrote it, or maybe I'll forget that I need it. And I get reminded when I sometimes flip through the pages. That's how I use my Bujo. So what I'm going to do now, because I just did 2 clips, with this video, and I think it's pretty much finished. So, I have a random page here. I have a pink pen. Actually, I'll use this new pen. It's Sniffy pens. Why does it have this on? It's weird. I think it's, that's cheap. They just cover it with something. I put a design on with a sticker. It's not even a sticker. It's like, whatever. So I have okay, it's pink. I'll take a brown. Okay, this is, why? Oh, you press this to reset it. Okay, so I'm going to press the brown, see if it works. And what I'm going to do, I'm taking a random page. It's all about random pages. You need everything clear. And I'm going to use this this is to Take Back Your Life. Oh, wow. It's got a covering. Must be like a flow pen. Okay, this pen sucks, but okay, so I wrote YouTube video, Take Back Your Life, just like that. And it's about Bujo. And then I did clip 1, which was the intro, clip 2. And that's pretty much it. It's done. So then I could kind of divide it and do other things there. You know what I mean? So now that this is done, I don't usually use different colors like this, but I'm going to do, I won't even write in the table of contents. I might, but I can also write, this is another color, take off to edit this video. But also I have to make thumbnail. So I just write the next steps. Because I've done this so many times. This pen is terrible. And this was $10. But anyways, and that's it. I could write, well, I'm going to do other videos. So the point is, that one's pretty much done. The point is, I could do many different videos on random pages and not worry about finishing each one. Just do whatever comes to my mind so it feels, so it's in a certain place, it's captured, and then eventually collate them, eventually add to it, eventually do whatever way I feel I need to do it that is stress-free and productive. Now, having everything nicely formatted and structured doesn't work all the time for me, but I do have a certain structure for a short period of time, and then after that I'm random, and that takes off a lot of stress for me. Now if you see this, it's whatever. See, I have things circled, I have things there. I had a great arm pump one day, loved that. That was September 4th. This was a video I did. I went through it. I did all the clips and screen captures, so I can do it. Here's something here. I need to get my Bujo. See, again, it was written here. This is another place. I didn't get it at Ombre des Serres. I got it in another store, and it's not the fluorescent one. They have Leuchtturms that are fluorescent, and I want to get that because it's cool. But I got this in the meantime. So, and then here's a video I wrote that I need to do. But I know yesterday that I already wrote it on the page here, which is kind of all over the place. But what I wanted to do today. And I can't read this. I'll take a new page and I'll start again, fresh, to kind of reset my mind. So that is that. So it's been a year, and that's the title of the video. Well, kind of the title. I'm going to write Bujo 1 year, how I do it. And I'll have space to write more stuff, ideas as they come along. And so I'm not afraid of losing the information, unless I lose this. But it's out of my head, and then I can think about other things now. That's how it works for me. And it looks hectic, chaotic. It's not artistic. It's nothing. I do have stickers that I add when I want to add them, and that's it. There's no obligation anywhere. It's just purely function. It's just a book, bang, with a bit of a table of contents, bang, and I carry around with me everywhere. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video and like it.